All right, welcome back to the Elite Football Framework. In this video, we are going to talk about how we get our athletes recruited and maximize their exposure. See, you have to understand, this is not the Instagram version. This is not some hope and pray method that we throw out there. This is a real process with real strategy and real intent behind how we maximize exposure for our athletes. In this video, I'm going to show you how we identify the level that you should play on D1, FCS, etc. We're going to go over a camp plan strategy for yourself, and then most importantly, we're going to talk about how we maximize your exposure to help expedite your recruiting process. For my players and parents, I need you to think of this as a recruiting install. All right, so players, you know about installing plays. Parents, you know about classroom. And if you think that you don't know enough about the recruiting process, or if you're a highly recruited person, or even an under-recruited person, we have the blueprint that will help every single athlete in our program maximize every effort in order to receive scholarship offers. All right, so now let's get into it. So step one, before anything else happens, we first have to identify your talent level as an athlete. You got to understand, and we understand, that everybody wants to go D1, but everybody is not built for that. Everybody does not have the same skill set or the development at that point in their life, right? So whether you're 17, 18, you're coming out of high school, there are different levels. And so one of the things that we want to do is we want to measure where you are so we can rightly place you in the best opportunity to receive offers. So now you're probably asking yourself, what does this really look like, right? So the first thing we do is we identify your film, right? We go through, we evaluate that. We look at your frame. We look at your skill set. We look at all those things and we compile it into one evaluation aspect so we can give that back to you so you know where you stand, where you are, and what your plan of attack is when it comes to the correct schools that you should be targeting. Because once we know that, the fog clears. What do I mean by that? We know that if you're a D1 level caliber player, an FCS caliber player, an NAIA caliber player, we know those things. And once that fog clears, we can have a clear, concise, and direct plan that we can execute for you. All right, now once we've identified your talent level, the next thing that we do is we come up with a camp strategy for you. That doesn't mean we sign up for every camp. We don't go to the mega camps that you see every single summer. The one thing that we want to do is identify specific targets based off your skill set, but most importantly, based off schools that will truly evaluate you and recruit you in the process. See, the biggest thing that we ask is this. We ask who's actually recruiting you at your level, what timing do you have based on your eval period, and are they looking for your position? Those are the three questions that we want to ask when it comes to the recruiting process, because that helps us identify and target the correct suitors for yourself. And see, if you're a D2 or D3, lower level NAIA type of player, why are you at a Power 5 camp? It makes no sense. You're wasting your time, but most importantly, parents, you're wasting your resources. See, when we match your level, the right opportunities, the right eyes are on you, which leads to the scholarship offers that you're looking for. So now, once we've ID'd your level and we've identified your camp plan, the next thing that we start doing is we start going into how we can create the maximum exposure for you as a player. So here's how we do it. We do it in three ways, right? So the things that we've done before for our players is one, school visits. The second thing we do is interviews with the coaches. And the third thing we do is showcase games. So let's go back to number one, school visits. See, we go to the schools. We bring you to the schools because coaches want to size you up in person. That's the biggest thing and the biggest reason why we do that. They want to see you move. They want to see how you talk. They want to see how you interact, how you carry yourself as a player. And it's important to get on site with those guys and with those coaches. So that can be school visits and that can be camps as well. Also, what we've done in the past as well is we have set up one-on-one Zoom calls for our players, right? Or interviews, especially for our guys who are rising seniors or for our unsigned senior players that have been in our class. These one-on-one interviews are vital. When you get into the one-on-one interview space, that means a school is taking you serious. They are about their business when it comes to you. The reason why we were able to get you on the one-on-one Zoom calls is because we correctly evaluated you as a player. We have identified top targets for you as a recruit. And now those coaches know that they have a real chance at signing you when it comes to signing day. And then the third thing that we do is our showcase games. Now, as you guys know from our previous videos, we talked about our 12-week plan and how we condensed a full high school year into 12 weeks. The biggest thing now with our showcase games is playing games during the evaluation period in the spring when coaches have the time and the wherewithal to really sit down and monitor your ability as a football player. So you get big time reps against national talent, and that's how you prove that you're a real prospect in their eyes. So the 3 things that we do to recap. This is what we do. School visits, we do interviews, we set those up, and we also play national showcase games in order to maximize your exposure. When people ask, how do y'all get so many kids recruited, right? When they ask that question, it's not a secret. We have built a system to this, right? We evaluate honestly, we plan intelligently, and we create exposure that actually works with a strategic strategy around it, right? That's it. We just take it and we install the game plan each and every time for our players. So look, man, if you're here trying to navigate recruiting, whether you're a freshman just getting started or you're a senior still looking for your shot, man, allow us to install our process for you. We have a game plan that we use in each and every one of our players, and it's effective, it works, but most importantly, it's proven. So look, man, that wraps up this episode of how we help our athletes get recruited. I hope you found value in this. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video, but most importantly, if you're ready to work with PPT, go down to the links below and apply. And we look forward to speaking with you soon.